The story of ABBA is one of the most enduring journeys in pop music history, defined by unforgettable melodies, emotional storytelling, and a unique blend of talent that reshaped global pop culture. At its core stands Benny Andersson, whose musical genius helped craft a sound that transcended generations. Alongside him, Björn Ulvaeus shaped lyrics that balanced intimacy and universality. Together with Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad, they formed ABBA, a band whose legacy continues to resonate across decades, reinventing itself for new audiences while preserving its timeless charm. Early life and musical roots of Benny Andersson. Born in Stockholm in 1946, Benny Andersson grew up in a musical household where traditional Swedish folk music was part of daily life. His father and grandfather introduced him to the accordion at an early age, laying the foundation for his deep understanding of melody and harmony. As a teenager, Benny became fascinated with modern pop influences, including Elvis Presley and early rock and roll. Leaving school at 15, he pursued music full-time, performing in local bands and developing his signature keyboard style. These early experiences shaped the melodic sophistication that would later define ABBA's sound and elevate him into one of pop music's most influential composers. The meeting of Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus. The creative partnership between Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus began in the late 1960s and quickly became one of the most productive collaborations in pop history. Björn, already active in the Swedish folk and pop scene, brought lyrical storytelling and structural clarity, while Benny contributed rich melodies and harmonic depth. Their meeting marked the beginning of a songwriting duo that would redefine European pop music. Before ABBA's formation, they worked together in various projects, refining their craft and developing a distinctive style that combined emotional sincerity with catchy pop arrangements, laying the groundwork for global success. Formation of ABBA. The formation of ABBA came when the songwriting duo of Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus joined forces with vocalists Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad. Initially performing under different names and experimenting with styles, the group eventually discovered a chemistry that blended male songwriting precision with powerful female vocals. Their harmonies created a fresh pop identity that stood out in the early 1970s. By uniting these four distinct talents, ABBA formed a sound that was polished yet emotional, setting the stage for international recognition and defining the blueprint for modern pop groups. Eurovision breakthrough with Waterloo. In 1974, ABBA achieved their global breakthrough with the song Waterloo, written by Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus. Their performance at the Eurovision Song Contest marked a turning point in music history, as the group delivered an energetic and theatrical pop spectacle unlike anything seen before. The victory launched them into international fame almost overnight. Waterloo showcased their signature blend of catchy hooks, strong vocals from Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad, and polished production. This moment established ABBA as a global force and opened the door to a decade of extraordinary success. Global success and iconic hits. Following Eurovision, ABBA dominated global charts throughout the 1970s and early 1980s. Songs like Dancing Queen, Mamma Mia, Fernando, and The Winner Takes It All became cultural landmarks. The songwriting brilliance of Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus, combined with the emotional vocal performances of Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad, created a catalog that appealed across languages and cultures. Their music was characterized by layered harmonies, sophisticated production, and emotional depth, allowing ABBA to become one of the best-selling music acts in history. Relationships, fame, and personal challenges. Behind the success of ABBA. Personal relationships added emotional complexity to the group dynamic. Agnetha Fältskog and Björn Ulvaeus were married before divorcing in 1979, while Benny Andersson and Anni-Frid Lyngstad separated in 1981. These changes coincided with intense global fame and demanding touring schedules. While the group continued to work together professionally, the emotional weight of these transitions influenced their music. Many later songs reflected themes of heartbreak, separation, and resilience, adding deeper emotional resonance to their evolving artistic output. The Visitors and a Mature Sound. In 1981, ABBA released The Visitors, an album that marked a shift toward a more introspective and mature tone. Composed primarily by Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus, the album reflected themes of uncertainty, political tension, and emotional distance. Vocals by Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad carried a sense of vulnerability that contrasted with their earlier upbeat hits. The Visitors is often viewed as a symbolic closing chapter of ABBA's first era, showcasing artistic depth and signaling the group's gradual withdrawal from the spotlight. Hiatus, musicals, and continued creativity. After the early 1980s, ABBA entered an extended hiatus. However, the creative partnership of Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus remained active. They achieved major success in musical theater with works such as Chess, and later contributed to the creation of Mamma Mia, which transformed ABBA's catalog into a global stage phenomenon. Meanwhile, Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad pursued solo careers and private lives. Despite their separation from the group, ABBA's music continued to grow in popularity, finding new audiences across generations. ABBA Voyage and digital reinvention. In 2021, ABBA surprised fans by reuniting to record new music for the Voyage project, marking their first new material in decades. Led by Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus, the project introduced a groundbreaking digital concert experience known as ABBA Voyage. This innovative show uses advanced technology to recreate the group's performances as digital avatars, blending nostalgia with cutting-edge production. Vocals from Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad bring timeless songs back to life for modern audiences, proving ABBA's continued cultural relevance. Conclusion. The legacy of ABBA is one of resilience, creativity, and enduring emotional connection. From the early musical roots of Benny Andersson to the lyrical craftsmanship of Björn Ulvaeus and the unforgettable voices of Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad, the group created a body of work that continues to inspire. Their journey reflects not only musical brilliance, but also human complexity, showing how art can endure beyond personal change. Decades later, ABBA remains a symbol of timeless pop excellence and emotional storytelling.